Well, hello. So I wanted to pop by just to share something with you right quick. Who am I? I'm Pastor Girl Linda Price. I know, right? How do you keep up? My hair changes all the time. Guess what? Y'all might not know this about me, but I used to be a hairdresser. Those of you that maybe, we just met this year or just met online. For 14 years, I did hair. Hey, Antonio, Pastor Antonio. For 14 years, I did hair, skin, and nails. For 8 years, I owned salons. So my hair does change all the time because I get bored. I do not get bored with stuff. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to tell you. What the Lord was sharing with me while I was driving. I'm so excited. Hey, Mary Powell, I'll be home in time enough to do our second lunch of the day. Whoop, whoop. So one thing that the Lord was sharing with me while I was driving out doing my work was, we got to learn as adults how to play follow the leader, right? As adults. Hey, Minister Shahida. As adults, we need to learn how to play follow the leader. What does that mean? When we decide to partner with someone in business, when we decide to partner with the ministry, or when we decide to get a new job, or when we decide to launch a new business, or when we decide to do something different, we've got to learn to play follow the leader. Whether that is in church, whether that is in business, I was saying businessry. Whether that is in ministry, whether that is in leadership, we've got to learn to play follow the leader. And what does that mean? Because we hear it all the time, right? That success leaves clues, right? But if we're going to embark on a journey bigger than ourselves in ministry, business, whatever that is, these are some raggedy roads where I am, right? If we're going to embark on the journey, then why do we decide to follow a leader and then try to get their leadership vision to shift to ours? What do I mean by that? Why do we try to get people, why do we join something, whatever it is, and say, I'm going to do it my way? Now, you partner with the ministry, or you partner with the church, or you partner with the company as an employee, or you partner with the company in business. They were already having success. They have a proven system. But no, what a lot of people want to do is say, you know what? I'm just going to do it my way because my way seems better. But if your way wasn't successful and wasn't working before, why would it work now? Right? And even if it did work, if you didn't get the complete level of success as the people that you've chosen to follow, then why not do it the way they're doing it? Why not do it the way they teach? Why not do it the way they say? And that's the one thing that the Lord shared with me when I embarked on the journey of the business that we're in. I said, you know what? Whatever they tell me to do, because they've had the success that I want. They've been and are where I want to be. So what I'm going to do is, as long as whatever they tell me to do is legal, ethical, and moral, right? Legal, ethical, and moral has to fit those three high points, those three criteria for me. If it's illegal, I'm not doing it. If it's immoral, I'm not doing it. If it's unethical, I'm not doing it, right? But if they said, hey, you need to do this, this, and this, step 1, 2, 3, follow the leader to be successful, guess what I'm going to do? Step 1, 2, 3, follow the leader. I'm not going to go over there trying to get people to engage in my vision when I've attached myself to a vision, right? And people do that in church, right? They do that in business. They do that in leadership. They do that on the job. They always think that they can find a better way. I'm not saying that there might not be a better way, but I'm saying that if you found someone that you deem to be successful, you found that mentor, that person that you know, okay, Lord, this is where you've placed me for a season, or where you've placed me for a lifetime, whatever that is, then why not follow what they tell you to do? Why not copy the right cat? Why not, as an adult, play follow the leader? Because playing follow the leader here where I'm planted is going to get me the bloom that I want. It's going to bloom me to where I've been trying to go. So that's what the Lord wanted me to share with some of you today, because not everybody is going to want to follow what I'm saying or hear what it is I'm saying, right? But follow the leader. How do you do that? If you decided to join a business, follow the system letter by letter. Don't try to change it. Don't try to go over there and reinvent it. Don't go try to do your own thing, because guess what happens when we go outside of the steps? It takes us longer to get there. When you go outside of the steps and outside of the system and outside of protocol and outside of leadership and outside of management and outside of what's been instructed, when you go outside of the instructions, it takes you longer to get to where you want to go because you didn't follow the system. You didn't follow step by step. Like on the Monopoly board, you can't go off the Monopoly board. You got to follow it all the way around. When you're rolling the dice, you got to go where it says go. You got to land where it says land, right? And so it's the same thing in life. If you want to be successful, success leaves clues, right? If you want to be successful, then there's a systematic process to whatever you've chosen to do. Follow the system. If you've gone somewhere and you're the one that has to blaze the trail, then you create a system. Right? If you are the one that God said, you know what, this has never been done before, no one's ever accomplished it before. I've called, even though in Ecclesiastes it says there's nothing new under the sun, but nevertheless, God may not have given you anybody to give you a roadmap. So if you therefore don't have a roadmap, guess how you're going to have to be successful? You're going to have to create step-by-step systems on what you're doing and what you've done to be successful. So that's what I want to share with you on today. If you've partnered in a business, if you've engaged in a vision bigger than yourself, and you said, you know what, the Lord sent me to be with this mentor and the Lord sent me to be with that person, then honor and respect where the Lord sent you, to know that they're great enough to take you where you want to go, and that they're guiding you. If it's legal, moral, and ethical, copy the cat, follow the leader. Right? Follow the leader, and just keep pressing your way and get to where it is that God would have you to go. And so that's what I want to share with you on today. As an adult, to be successful, you want to play a great game of follow the leader. So find the leader that the Lord would have you to follow. Don't shift up the system. Don't try to do it your own way, because that is also rooted in fear. I know yesterday we talked about fear, and then I'm going to end on this. So when we talked about fear, I'm sorry, somebody sent me an email. So when we talked about fear, we said that it masks itself. That fear can show up in so many different forms and in so many different formats. And one way that fear shows up is creating busy work. So if a system is already in place, there's already a website, why would you go build another website? If there are already business cards in place, why do you need to go design and build another business card? If there's already products in place, why do you need to go figure out a different use for the product if that's already been established? If they already have a way for you to get customers, then why do you need to try to figure out a new way to get customers just because the way they're telling you is uncomfortable? Because guess what? It means you gotta talk to people, right? That's pretty uncomfortable. But everybody is on social media all day, every day. So if you're going to have a business, a ministry, a job, whatever it is, and you're going to be on social media, get paid to be on there. But if you're going to be on there, be consistent. Be consistent and follow the steps, follow the leader, and do what they share with you to do. Because guess what's going to happen? If you do what they told you to do, you're going to get the results that you want. Your results may supersede their results because they taught you better than they were taught, right? They gave you all the secret clues and the secret tips to be successful. So that's what I wanted to share with you on today. Follow the leader. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't get involved in things and then try to do it your own way. Right? Get out of your own way and follow what's being instructed for you to do so that you can be successful. Even when God gives us instructions, right? That's what we do. We like, well, God, I'm going to do it this way. All outside the blueprint, all outside the instructions, all outside how he told us to do it, all outside which way he told us to go. Instead, why don't we just follow the exact plan that God gave us? Because last time I checked, he was a master strategist. He was a master networker. He took 12 people and overcame the entire world. I think that he knows how to build. I think that he knows what he's doing. So ask God, God, what's the strategy and what's the plan? Who's the person? Who are the people? Where should I go? What's the business? What's the ministry? And then when you get there, trust God to trust you to teach you how to follow the leader and how to follow the system to get the outcomes that you desire. So I'm Pastor Garlinda Price. Shout out to my honey bunny, my lamb chop, Pastor Marvin Price. I love you all, and I pray that you have an amazing weekend, and God bless you. Okay, bye.